My name's Scott Goble. We're here at Doherty's Gym in Brunswick, and we're going to bang out a big chest back superset session. I like to do this session later on in the week. Typically I'll do a heavy chest session early on and a heavy back session early in the week, and I use this one to just create a little bit of extra volume, some metabolic stress, stimulate a bit of muscle growth, but I also am particularly fond of it pre-contest to jack up the metabolism as well. So I'm going to take you through what I would typically do, and hopefully you get something out of it. Whenever you're doing a pressing movement for chest, you want to make sure that you pull your shoulders back and down. That creates a nice stable base for pressing, and it also ensures that you will use your pecs rather than your front delts. For the T-bar row, I'm using a relatively narrow grip, and I'm trying to keep my elbows close by my sides. That allows me to finish the movement in a full lat contraction. So for this particular rowing motion, I am using it primarily as a lat exercise. For my second exercise, I'm doing the flat bench press. Why? Because nothing beats the basics. If you look at the best chests of all time, back with Arnold and Lou Ferrigno and all those guys, they were built with heavy free weights, bench presses, incline presses and dumbbell flies. So don't get stuck on your fancy hammer strength presses, get under the bar and move some free weight. You may have noticed that I bench press with quite an exaggerated arch in my spine, and I've adopted this new technique recently to help work around a shoulder injury. This enables me to put my shoulder in a very stable position and avoid aggravating this injury further. Probably the most valuable tip I'm going to give you today: look after your fellow gym members and put your weights away. Well, again, this is primarily a lat exercise. We're still trying to maximise muscle fibre recruitment at the back. So not only am I looking to drive my elbows down and back, but I'm actually looking to elevate my shoulders and scapula and pull them down as well. So this allows me to recruit more muscles of the lower traps and the rhomboids, as well as getting really good lat exercise. Oh. You may have noticed that I don't bring the dumbbells all the way together at the top of the movement. That's because it's very difficult to keep tension on the pecs when the dumbbells fall inside the line of the shoulders. So I leave them a little bit apart. That allows me to keep continuous tension on the pecs throughout the entire movement. For the incline dumbbell row, I'm actually flaring my elbows out nice and wide. This takes the emphasis a little bit off the lats, puts it more on the upper back, and allows me to stimulate the rhomboids, the traps, a little bit of rear delts, and just ensure complete back development. I like to incorporate a variety of rep ranges whenever I train a body part. To me, it makes more sense to do the heavier low rep stuff on the big compound movements. And today I'm finishing off chest by getting a good pump on the high rep cable crossover. I like to incorporate a unilateral movement whenever I train any body part, just to ensure complete development between the right and left hand side. I like this little machine because it gives you a real freedom of movement, allows me to work my teres major, which creates that great width in the upper back. That was a good one, yeah? Yes. There's no cure for this!